Welcome back. This is Lucian's Sword, and we're gonna do the Undead Crypt. Kind of an exciting zone because we finally get to see King Vendrick and what he looks like and what's become of him since he tried to stop the spread of the undead curse. And a pretty awesome looking boss before you get to King Vendrick guarding him. So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't grabbed the item over on the right side of the stairs, there's one over there. I've already gotten it. Let's head up the stairs. There's an undead guy over here with a torch. He won't even attack you, but it's up to you if you want to kill him. Free experience, though. This room is a little bit harder. There's 3 spellcasters up there that shoot slow-moving, homing spells, and there's a few undead guys, so you either want to take use range attacks on them, or just kind of rush at them. I was just testing out the crystal soul mass spells. Ow. Holy cow. Better heal up. Oh my gosh. Well, that's not a good start. Let's rethink our strategy here and try again. Alright, no biggie, let's try again. Didn't like that crystal soul mass whatever spell, so I'm gonna throw a great magic barrier on. That should help us. Let's go ahead and take out the little zombies first because they're pretty much one shot. Alright, we cleared out some of the zombies. Let's backtrack a second. Let's try using some of our lightning spears. Ouch. Better heal up. Should have used a human effigy, but didn't want to waste them. And we're down to 1. Oh, we're poisoned. What is that? Just die! Alright. That didn't go so bad. Got a dark quartz ring +2, very nice. Probably come in handy earlier, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and continue our journey. That's probably the hardest part. Well, debatable, but
humans do not produce light.
let's go ahead and walk up these stairs while this guy's telling us not to produce light. If you do pull out a torch, all of these Grave Wardens will attack you. So, just don't do it. Grab the soul. Go ahead and talk to this guy. He's the guy who was talking.
I am Agdayne,
Agdayne.
guardian of the...
He'll also, you'll be able to summon him later to help you with the boss fight, so that's cool. Talk to him long enough, he'll teach you a gesture, and also you can buy stuff from him.
But... Huh? This death...
He's got some interesting things to say. Have mercy gesture. He'll sell you a pretty cool shield that has stamina recovery, full set of Insolent armor, Ring of Thorns +1, which it makes it so whoever is attacking you gets damaged. Kind of nice. Human effigies, quite a few of those. Might as well buy some because they're hard to come by. He sells a lot of them. And Soul Vortex, Soul Spear, Soul Appease, and Warmth. That's actually a pretty nice spell, so I'm going to buy that.
Farewell, human.
Actually, I might want to make sure
I am a fit.
keep talking to him. Just to make sure. Okay, I've gotten all his... Alright, also if you attack any of these guys, they'll also retaliate, so... Let's go ahead and go forward once you're done with Agdayne. Gonna have to deal with 2 knights immediately on your right. Love the spears that they have. Alright, let's continue. Actually, where am I? I gotta make sure. Oh yeah, before we go up into the fog gate, see this ladder here? Go ahead and drop down. You'll take a little bit of damage, so make sure you got some health. Grab an item here. Nothing there. And then when you climb back up the ladder, there's also a chest. Another fire seed. And then from here you can just kind of drop down and then go through the fog gate. Moving along pretty nicely, actually. Hope I'm not going too fast. This part gets tough. If you've ever played Gauntlet or Gauntlet Legends, you know those generators that spawn enemies relentlessly until you destroy the generator, kind of like that. Immediately on your right, you're going to see the statue thing. Go ahead and destroy that. Kill the guy. And go ahead and grab this awesome item here. And then run up the ladder real quick. There's going to be another guy for us to kill. Or just let him drop down there. Grab the chest. Dried fingers. It's a delicacy in this part of the land. Where'd that guy go? Alright, well, we don't want to drop down there quite yet. We're going to go in that room soon. Oh, wow. I didn't know zombies can climb ladders. That was kind of funny looking. Alright, from the entrance, which is right here, you want to swing a left. Destroy this statue. These rocks are pretty annoying. grab the item, and go ahead and light up our first bonfire, second bonfire of the area. Let's rest up. Good time to change your spells if you need to. Alright. From the bonfire, go ahead and swing a right and follow the exit out of the room, but you want to kill this statue first. These guys love to follow me for endless miles until they get to me. Go ahead and come through this room. Another statue immediately on your left. Ow. Retreat! That guy that fell off the cliff is shooting at us, making this a lot harder. I think we need to kill him. Oh my, I got so distracted by that stupid guy that I forgot there's another generator over on the right. Good thing we just got that bonfire, so I don't really have far to go. This time, let's go straight for the generator. Bracing Knuckle Ring +2, very nice. You can just ignore that guy if you want. He's kind of pissing me off. Alright, we're gonna be invaded in this room. Yeah. Watch his combos. There we go. That is what you call a wall warrior. They come out of the wall and stab at you. Pretty annoying. There's a secret wall somewhere back here. There we go. Kill that guy and this guy, and then go ahead and loot the chest. Avelyn and heavy bowl. What's an Avelyn? Oh, it's a double crossbow. Cool. Alright, from here, let's go ahead and continue. I think at this point, I'm going to use a human effigy. Just because we're like dealing with half health at that point. There's going to be some wall warriors again. Go ahead and take these guys out as you walk up to these big shield dudes up here, because the wall warriors can become really annoying to deal with if you don't take them out first. Alright. Now that they're dealt with, these guys are two big knights. I like to get close, roll away, then hit them with a spell. It seems to work pretty good. Haven't even tried meleeing them because they seem really tough. So I just use spears, but probably if you wait for them to attack and then go ahead and melee them, might be a good strategy. Alright. We come to the Lonely Skeleton room, and a big hole in the middle. Alright, this room, before you drop down there, it's going to be chaos, so I want to give you a little heads up. There's 4 generators down there, and there's also bells that get rung by some of those mindless undead zombies. And when they ring the bell, it makes all the generators spew out pyromancers, or necromancers, whatever they are, whether you're near them or not. And it can be pretty overwhelming to get a bunch of them on you at once. So you got to carefully try and destroy generators one at a time. It's also worth noting that you can use the generators themselves as a shield sometimes. That might be better. So let's go down. Go ahead and jump down. Let's take out our. Don't ring that bell. Ah, damn it! I rang it on accident. Let's go ahead and hide in here and just let them drain in. There's going to be quite a few of them at this point. Ow, that was a ton of soul missiles, man. Whoa, that was like 17 at least, right? That was a failure. I did exactly what I said not to do and ring that bell. You can see what happens. My idea was to go into that hallway and then like kind of use it as a choke point to throw spells at them. Yeah, that didn't work. So now we got to run all the way back. And a waste of a human effigy, kind of. Alright, so let's go back there. Alright, let's try it again. Well, at least we destroyed one of the generators. That's the good news. Got another one. Damn it. That undead rang the bell for me, and they do that, so you gotta be careful. See, that's what I was trying to do the first time. Worked better that time. Let's just forget that one and go ahead and this is the guy that keeps ringing the bell. His frickin' soul masses rang the bell. I can't believe that. Wow, that was pretty risky. Let's get the heck out of this choke point. Alright. This one, if you watched where he came out of, you know that he came out of this one over here. We gotta destroy the last statue here before... Oh shoot. This might be bad. Yep, double teamed. And I didn't get that statue down. Dang, man. I didn't know there was another one. So what, there's 5 statues? We've killed 2? This is bad, man. Real bad. Sorry, guys. I am not doing good here. I'm getting sick of dropping down this stupid hole. Died way too many times. There we go. There's one more. And he's... Is he down here? Nope. But that's the undead that keeps ringing the bell. Unless, of course, they ring the other bell. There it is. This is the last one, guys. Let's destroy the frickin' statue. Nice. Last one. Now we can clear out the room of the stupid undeads. Even if they ring the bell now, nobody's gonna come. So, if you haven't already grabbed the items around the room, go ahead and do so now. And, make sure you grab all the items down the corridors, too. There is one secret room, and it's over here. Where is it? Over here. Thought it was right here. Where is it? Maybe it's over here. There it is. Just run around the room pushing X until you figure it out. Stop ringing the bell, man. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. If you do, it'll light up a room over there. Makes the room... You did it again! This is a item, I think, that is gonna be useful for me. Yeah, the Great Lightning Spear. And Olenford's staff. I'm not sure how good the staff is, but I haven't had a really good staff yet, so... It has good bonus for magic and a little bit, and a really good bonus for dark. So, that's cool. Alright, now that we're done in here, go ahead and take the exit, which is the one that curves and has a line going down the middle, this one. Go ahead and exit. And come to your left and pull the switch here. This will open up a shortcut to the bonfire. Like so. And we're gonna come over here, and there's actually a place where we can drop down. Like right here. So let's go ahead and do that. And once you're down here, you can go ahead and grab a chest here. Another soul vessel for respecking. If you come down here, I know I said don't light any torches, but right here you do want to light a torch. So use a flame butterfly if you have one. Should have plenty of them. I have 21. And go ahead and light this little statue thing on fire. And watch what happens. Pretty cool, huh? Lights up all these Grim Reapers, and that's about it. So once you're done with that, let's go back in the room with the chest and take the ladder back up. Grab the soul of a hero, and this will take us right back to the bonfire room. From here, you can just swing a right and head over here, and this will take you to the shortcut. That way you don't have to go through the whole thing again. So once you're back into this area with the switch, go ahead and grab the chest over here. Making sure it's not a mimic, I couldn't remember. Some stones for imbuing. Now this part, first thing you're going to want to do is run off the edge and come over here so he can't ring the bell. Because if he rings the bell, it spawns all kinds of those necromancers. If you want them, I mean, to fight them, you can. They come out evenly spaced, so it's actually not that hard to fight them. But yeah, there's also a ton of knights up there, so I'm gonna try and get their attention by using ranged battle. You want to try and lure them to you, because there's a lot of them. And I'm not too fond of wasting all my spears before the boss, but this is a worthy cause. I love being invincible while you're doing a backstab. The last two knights won't even engage you unless you get really close on them. This is where we can summon the Guardian of the Crypt. His summon sign will be right over here. Agdayne. So let's go ahead and summon him. He's got some really cool moves, by the way. Let's get their attention. Oh, they won't even come downstairs? Wow. You see Ogden's spells? He has really awesome spells. Plus he has like a buster sword, so that's cool too. Alright. This is, let's go over some boss strategies. So, we're about to face Velstadt, the Royal Aegis, which he is a knight who served King Vendrick in life, and he set out for the Undead Crypt to find him, and he remained there to continue serving Vendrick and guard him even past death. And he's the last, pretty much, guard before you get to Vendrick, and still guards him to this day. So he's a big knight with a really, really big hammer. Melee characters are going to want to try and roll towards him. He basically just has like horizontal swings and vertical swings. If you have a shield with really high stability, you can safely block him for the most part. But if you're like me and you just have a pretty average shield, you want to try and like dodge his attacks by rolling at him. And if you're ranged or mage characters, you just want to keep a distance by rolling away and, you know, dashing and try and get long enough so that you can actually get a spell off. If you get him initiating his swings, sometimes he'll do 2 or 3. So if you're far enough away, you can get a spell or 2 off. Of course, if you got Agdayne here, as long as he's tanking the boss, it's actually not too hard to get behind him and do some damage. Don't even really need a magic shield, but might as well put it on anyway. Alright, with that, let's do this. One of the coolest looking bosses in my opinion, way cooler than that frog demon thing we fought last time. I can't believe that was even in this game. This is more like a Dark Souls boss. Worthy of a Dark Souls game. He looks intimidating, but like I said, he's not that much different than the Pursuer or bosses like that. Right in the crotch. Ouch. While he's got his attention, I'm gonna spam with spears. Doesn't have a lot of health when you're doing lightning damage on him, I'll say that. And you can see Agdayne actually tanks pretty good. Okay. Not so tough when you have the Phantom, but if you don't have the Phantom, it's obviously a lot longer fight. You have to dodge and attack, dodge and attack, dodge and attack. And here we are. If you haven't guessed it, that's Vendrick. A mindless undead. Doesn't even attack you unless you attack him first, which I'll explain whether you should or not in a minute. But before that, make sure you come back here and grab the most important item. And that's the King's Ring. That'll allow us to go on to the next area, and also a few other areas that we've come to so far that have told us to produce the symbol of the king. Now we have it. So King Vendrick, he might be worth attacking because he has a ton of souls. But one thing to keep in mind is how many souls of a giant you have in your inventory. I only have one right now. If you have no souls of a giant, his defense is 32 times his base value. If you have one soul, he gets 16 times defense boost. If you have 2 souls, it's 8 times. 3 souls, it's 4 times. 4 souls, it's 2 times. And if you have 5 or more, it's just base level defense. So you can try to take him on. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm actually going to come back when I have a few more giant souls. Because there's not really any need. Except that he does deserve an honorable death. I mean, this is the King of Drangleic. Once mighty kingdom. Reduced to a mindless hollow. And I mean, you could put him out of his misery. I mean, this king did everything he could to try to halt the spread of the undead curse. Everything he could, and yet in the end, he still himself became undead. It's really kind of sad. So, he deserves an honorable death, I think, but not right now. He can tromp along a little bit more. And of course, the mysterious
this ring is the symbol
Emerald
of the king.
Maiden.
Use it to gain passage through the and venture to the far east, bearer of the curse. If you are to be the next monarch.
Oh, I never
one
wanted to
day
be
you
king.
will walk those grounds, without really knowing why.
You know, when she says to go east, it reminds me of Diablo 2. Okay, so with that, that's pretty much the end of the episode, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll show you how to get to the next zone, which will be Aldea's Keep. We're going to get there from the, what's it called? The Ruined Forked Bonfire in Shaded Woods. We're going to go up that one path where we found the ring in the water, and we're going to put the King's Ring on. That'll open the door, and we'll start the video getting to that area. Once again, this is Lucian Sword. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next episode.